The Countertop Shop, we've been in business for 33 years. We've really grown the company and the people. As far as I'm concerned, it's unique because our whole thing is it's all about the customer. They say if you treat your employees right, they'll treat your customers right. We've got a lot of people here that really try hard to go the extra mile for the customer. Rather than a customer calling you here and saying, can you do this? And we say, nope, we want to talk about it with the rest of the team and say, how can we get the yes? How can we tell this customer yes? It's all about the customer. How can we tell the customer yes? You can't always do it, but at least we try. And I think that's what the Countertop Shop is. We've grown the business because people they want to come here. So that's the Countertop Shop. I think it was back in about 2003, we went out and bought a bridge saw from Park and the old sector routers that you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. That was how we got started. I did travel to see some of your competition, the other saws, the other CNCs. I am about being American made. I wouldn't say I bought it only because of that, but Park just made me feel comfortable. They made me feel like they were going to be there to help. When we built this building, Dale Scheppenbach took my ideas that I wanted and he went back to Park, and Park basically laid out the building. Of course, he laid it out for Park equipment. Right now we have a Sawjet XP. We're real happy with it, the miter cuts and the speed, and it's just a step up. The Sintred Products porcelain market, it cuts better. It started out, it used to be, oh man, we got another porcelain job or deck time job, but now it's just change the saw blade, keep on going. As mitered edges are starting to be a bigger thing now, we were looking at ways to do the miter cuts more accurately. The Fusion did a pretty good job of cutting a straight miter cut, but the Sawjet, being able to miter with a jet, just does a phenomenal job of making them fit together perfect and cuts out an amount of labor after the cut.
The Sawjet definitely has more power, better on miters. The saw blade is just a beast. I mean, I can run it like 220, 240 with no issues on certain stones. Port side, it cuts right through pretty good, and the miter's awesome. I like the American flag on the cover.
We have 3 Titans. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of it, where a fabricator having to do it by hand. The Titans are just great as far as the consistency in the edges. I pretty much do the same type of business everybody else does, and it more than maxes out what we do. I mean, we're just extremely happy with the way they run. I mean, scan the barcode and put it up there and push the button. We were running in the 300 square foot a day, single shift. Last week they were almost at 600. So between adding equipment and adding little bits and pieces and adding speed label, things like that to the whole system has really helped us pick up our production. I probably would be classified as a statistical nut. We know that if we quote a certain amount, we're going to get a certain percentage of that. Just historically, this is what our closing rate is. And it's been going up this year, obviously, because sales this year are just booming. Knowing our percentages and know what we can produce in a day or per hour has really helped us become more efficient. My experience with Park, my experience with your equipment, it just feels like an extension of the business. I'm just impressed. I believe what Park tells me. Production and profit have proved it. We've gotten to know people there. We pick up the phone and call them. We had cell phone numbers that we could call 24 hours a day whenever we needed them. I know it's Park's policy, but we've really never been down because of a back-ordered part. You know, I can't say anything bad about Park. It just felt like family. And I know that's a cliche, but it felt like family.